TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Troy High School, it's the Athens Redhawks taking on the Troy Colts. Hello again, everyone. Dave Zorin along with Joe Abramson here at Troy High, where tonight the Colts host the Athens Redhawks. And Joe, what a matchup between these two teams. They're not in the same division or conference, but their season records are the same.
Yeah, their season records are the same at 6-1, but like you said, they're not in the same division. Troy's in Division 1. They're coming off their only loss of the year against Rochester on Monday, so you know they're going to come in a little upset. Now, Athens is in Division 3, so maybe their 6-1 isn't quite the same, but hey, their one loss was at the buzzer to Berkeley, so they really could be undefeated, except for that. That game, the only time they trailed was after the buzzer went.
That's right. Whenever you talk about this game between these two Troy teams, it's the Battle of Troy, and anything can happen between these two schools. Let's talk about the Athens Redhawks first. They've got a guy named Brian Howard who leads the way for them with 15 points a game.
Yeah, he's getting 15 points a game, and he's going to have to get about that tonight, if not more. Now, Athens, what they want to do is keep it a little low scoring, slow down the tempo, not quite stall it, but they know they can't run a track meet with Troy. If Troy can run, they're going to kill him.
On the other side for the Troy Colts, it's going to be Tim Freilich, a familiar name we've seen in baseball, I should say football, and he's averaging 15 points also.
Yeah, he's getting 15 points. He's also getting 7 assists, so when he's not scoring, he's getting guys like Jim Essie on the ball, and they're doing the scoring. Tim Freilich's going to try to make them run the ball, make them get it up and down, turn it into a track meet, and get a blowout. So he's the guy that if you're Athens, you've got to slow him down, make him work to get it up to midcourt, and not allow it to become a track meet. So really, the tempo of the game will tell you who's going to win this ball game.
Okay, that sets it up for you, and we'll have the tip-off right after these messages. It's the Troy Athens Redhawks taking on the Troy Colts. We'll be right back right after this.
TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book, and by Bell Tire.
I'm the king.
Of rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my Market Share Coupon Book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this, $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology. Call the competition, they'll probably show up with this. Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more. The competition can't. Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't. They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
The TCI Game of the Week. We're at Troy High School, where the Troy Colts host the Athens Redhawks here in this crosstown rivalry. And tonight, a great matchup. The schools come in with their records at 6-1 overall and 2-1 in the conference, each conference respectively.
And yeah, you know, again, Troy at Division 1, Athens at Division 3. it may lead you to say, well, yeah, Troy should be an overwhelming favorite, and they probably are. And I'm sure the last thing Athens wanted to have to do was face Troy after they lost their first game of the year. But, you know, yeah, you hate to use that cliche, but we were joking about it beforehand, but you do throw out the records. And there's Bill Gerby, kind of a newish sort of coach in his second year at Athens for this term, but he's been there 11 total. Gary Freilich, he's been there for a little bit longer. But yeah, Bill Gerby had been back there way back when TCI started doing games, and now he's back. And Gary Freilich trying to get his team back on the winning track after that disappointing loss to Rochester.
And your starters for tonight's game for Athens. It's Miller, Chet Miller, Chris Siski, and Pelage, and Guy Pelage, Quinn Belanger, and Brian Howard. For Troy, it's Tim Freilich, Brian O'Keefe, Eris Gordon, Duriel Ellison, and a familiar name, Jim Essien.
And that Troy starting lineup, pretty much all of them are getting about 10 points off the game, and their first guy off the bench is getting 8. Very well-balanced team and a high-scoring team. And again, those guys in the red are going to have to slow them down.
So the Colts against the Red Hawks. And a great matchup here. You saw the records, both teams with key players. There you see the Red Hawks at center court, and here come the Colts.
And one of the keys for Troy, aside from Freilich, would obviously be Essien, number 34, just because he's so big and strong that under the boards, you know, he gets about 8 boards a game and 14 points. Even though Pelage is a tall guy, he's a little taller, he's 6'6", he's nowhere near as strong, and it's going to be tough for him to battle underneath all night with him. They're going to have to double and triple him down there.
We'll do the jump again. Essien out there to get the tip.
I got to watch out. He might take my job.
He was out here announcing the JV game.
I'm worried.
This is what we heard. We heard he was real good, so.
Well, I heard he at least used the telestrator.
Turnover to start the game for the Red Hawks. Colts come up with it. Inside feed. Off the glass high for Gordon. Gordon gets it back. Battling for it inside, and it's Mitchell who comes up with it. Excuse me. Howard.
Well, Howard's a real good athlete. You know, I'm talking to Coach Gerby about, you know, what do you run for him? He said anything he wants. He was like, he really did kind of have that attitude about, you know, the kid's so good, we'll let him have some freedom. And meantime, they don't go to him on the first possession.
Guy Pelage with his first 2, and the first 2 points of the game.
If you can have your 6'6" guy hit some 15-foot high post jumpers, you're going to bring some of that defense out. You might be able to get some backdoor layups for your guards.
That won't hurt you. Here's Essien on a drive and gets the roll. Jim Essien comes right back.
Yeah, get used to that with Essien. You know, he's real big, but he's also real quick.
Trap put on, and the Colts come up with the steal. And then Athens gets it right back. Siski had lost it, now in the corner. Belanger gives it up to Chet Miller. From the corner, Belanger can't hit. Rebound taken by Siski. We'll try to get it back out up top to Miller. Miller feeding inside to Howard. Howard fouled. And it's a shooting foul. Looks like we're shooting 2.
Yeah, good job by Howard to force that foul. I believe the foul is on Eris Gordon. And he got it in the key, and watch him. He's just going to up fake one time and kind of force him into him. And that ref had no choice but to make the call. He got his hand on his elbow. Didn't allow the shot to get there, but you can see he's going to try to get some of those bigger defenders from Troy in foul trouble early and get himself some easy shots at the line. He's confident he can make these shots.
Howard, easy free throw there for him. He's a junior. This is the second. Essien gets it. And here come the Colts. Freilich back out. Freilich drives. And he gets it.
Shooters roll with that. Good first step with the ball.
What a tandem with Freilich and Essien in there. Really good balance on the entire Colt team. Here's the feed down. Belanger gets his first 2.
You know, and it's not what Athens wants to do, having to fast break and get points that way, but you've got to take it when it's there, and they really did a good job of executing. And now forcing the turnover.
Turnover comes Athens. It tipped away at the last second, but still picked up by Howard.
Yeah, smart play, slow it up. If it's not there, set up the offense that you want. And
Howard
I think
for three, but he was fouled.
Boy, he might have got bailed out there. You never want to foul a guy shooting a three, especially this early.
Going to get 3 shots here.
Yeah, you know, if he's hitting, you know, if he's hit 3 or 4 on you and it's the fourth quarter, maybe you go after him. But in the first quarter, give him that shot. And again, it's the same foul that happened before. Get him on the elbow, and that's the one thing that'll prevent a shot from even getting there. Like you said, another trip to the line for Howard.
Uriel Ellison with the foul, his first. Nothing but net for Howard. There's Ellison with the foul, his first.
I don't think he's real happy about the foul. You can kind of tell he knows, you know, it's just a split-second decision, but you just don't want to do that this early.
Howard really taking control of the game there by making 4 of 5 free throws already early in the game here, and it's an 8-4 game.
And the next time we get someone at the line, to point out there's a rule change in high school basketball this year. If there was something that looked awkward about that last free throw attempt, slight change in the way you can go after rebounding.
Whalen driving again, he gets the roll.
A couple of nice rolls he's got.
A couple nice drives, too, yeah.
Good drive to the hole, and yeah, he's not going to get any assists if he's going to keep doing that. I don't think the coaches mind if he's going to get easy layups like that.
Coach put some pressure on before they get it to half court. Siski now asking for some movement. Back out up top. Halage way up top, posting high. Getting it down low is Howard for another 2.
Well, you can just look in his eyes and see how confident he is. He didn't even have to yell for it. You could see he was demanding the ball. He knew he could take his man to the hole, and he did it.
Howard with 6 of those 10 points for Athens. Here's a first shot, another one from outside. Harris Jordan with his first 2.
Harris Gordon, good job. Just turn and gun.
You can see the good balance the Colts have developing now with Freilich, Gordon, and Essien all in the board scoring line. Oh, my. Howard, nice drive and a foul.
An offensive foul. I'm a little surprised at that one. Essien take that charge?
Essien took it. Let's see.
Let's see. He couldn't have from that angle.
No, it's Freilich.
Oh, no. Bad call. He's in the air already. If you're in the air, you can't step in.
Yeah.
Harris Gordon, he gave it a great effort.
From where we were, and I saw it, I thought he had the ball.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
I thought the ball was on.
Now,
Uriel Ellison with 2.
Again, you can't double
4
team
of 5
anybody.
starters on the board for the Colts.
Yeah, you can't double anybody on that team.
Look at Essien. On the steal, he gets another one, then the Colts take the lead. Just like that, the Colts have turned it around. It was a 10-4 game, and look at the swing now, 12-10.
Yeah, they turned up the pressure on the defense on the inbounds, and they've gotten themselves some easy hoops. And I think maybe it was a little bit of a wake-up call. I want to go back to that foul. Show you the problem I see with it. He's coming up now. Now he's in the air, and now he steps under. Now you can't do that. You have to let him come down.
Yeah.
And I think Harris Gordon gave it a good effort, but you still have to let him come down. Now the only thing I wonder about that was on the play before when they hit him in the low post. He turned around and kind of pushed his man off with his left arm, and the ref let it go. You wonder if that's a makeup call, but that one itself, I don't think is an offensive foul. It happened so quick, though. How do you
up
foul
in the air like that, he could get hurt.
Exactly.
And that's why I thought it was a foul going the other way.
You have to allow him down. But again, you know, we're looking at that in a slow motion replay. The ref's doing it split second, and you know, you got to make the call.
Yeah, we obviously have that option, that advantage.
And if that one call changes the outcome of the game, well then, you know, big deal. Troy getting a lot of that on layups. Tim Freilich driving to the hole, Essien and everybody else. But then there's Gordon hit a nice jumper, good putback. One of those misses was a good putback by Uriel Ellison. Defense again.
Colts come up with another turnover and can increase their lead to 4 now. Freilich gives it up. O'Keefe, baseline, and kicks it back out. Essien, we've seen him out really in what the guard position is most of the night on the Troy offense, setting it up.
He's got that Grant Hill point forward job. Scottie Pippen type of thing.
Yeah. Freilich, that's a tough angle. He's got his 6th point.
That guy's good. Tell you what, when you bring your forward out like that, like Essien does, that takes one of the bigger defenders out with him. Say that allows those guards to penetrate.
Howard, nice pass. Puts it up, couldn't get it to fall. Good job in there by both teams. And trying to get that ball off the fingertips of both players, Gordon and Howard.
And finally
a foul.
Freilich got the foul, and give a little credit there to Pelage as well. He came in and tipped it and got it into Howard's hands, and that's when Freilich came under and reached at him.
You can really see how these teams have matured from when we saw them last year.
Big time.
And they have really done a good job, the coaches have, in getting these teams ready. Look at their records at 6-1 and 2-1 respectively. Pass down court, stolen, then back to Freilich, and he puts another one down. So Freilich is having himself quite a quarter with 8 points already. 16-10. Ryan Howard now goes to work, working against Duriel Ellison. Good match up to watch, and look at Howard. Howard comes right back with his 8 point.
Yeah, it looks like we spotlighted the right two guys. Brilliant.
They're leading the way right now for their teams. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Krasiski back out to Howard for 3. In and out. Back out. Good rebound by Pelage, and now back out to Miller.
Howard
had hit the court.
You might get a double foul. Yeah, you got a double foul. They're hitting each other.
Yeah.
They're still talking to each other, too.
You saw it, Joe. You were watching it when and Howard hit the floor right in front of us.
Yeah, Howard and Gordon are going at it, looking for position down low. Just look right in front of you, and they're hitting each other. And he had already been on the ground at that point, and the ref
he'd just gotten up.
And that's a good thing to do in high school. You call it, you kind of tell them, hey, knock it off. You both committed a foul, and what happens here is you go with the possession arrow. It's a jump ball, but in high school you have the possession arrow.
And that favors Athens right now, so it'll be Athens' ball, or is it Colts?
It's pointing to Troy. It's pointing Troy's way.
Colts ball. In there now for the Colts, number 22, Mark Beams. And number 32, O'Keefe brings it up. O'Keefe with the shot. Look at this. And O'Keefe makes it all 5 starters getting on the board here for the Colts.
Well, you know, we talked to
pressure put on.
Coach Gary Freilich before the game, and he said, really, everybody scores for us. He wasn't kidding. You can't stop any of these guys. It just...
Yeah, you can't key on anybody.
No.
Or try to take advantage of anybody. Other replacements out there. Terry Moore, number 24. Number 54, Chuck Goss, also out there for the Troy Colts.
I'll tell you, the only thing that they can get on their guys about it all, the Colts, is fouls. You know, they're maybe committing a few too many fouls, but that's more out of aggression than anything else.
Essien takes a seat. DiGiacinto goes in. And now right there with the ball is Salmonen for Athens.
Well, they're doubling Howard down low. They're not going to let him get in that low post anymore, so he's got to take it up outside the 3. Got a man open.
Salmonen comes in, wants to get it in, and does.
Good take. Good
off
make
the bench.
He had Sebastian Guru open.
Yeah.
He didn't recognize him quick enough, but then he took it to the hole and made up for that with a nice move. And a steal here.
Athens. He's got it. Chet Miller with a first down.
Fumble recovery in the end zone.
The way he grabbed that and fell.
Man.
And the ref does signal first down. Go in that direction.
Good move. Little pump fake. Avoids 3 defenders.
Nice
and
job getting away from the block there by DiGiacinto.
That's why he didn't pass it. He knew he had the lane. Easy shot.
18-14 and a chance to pull it to 2 in the final seconds here of the first quarter. The steal right there, and a good one by DiGiacinto as Howard was looking. Pass back out. And got a foul there on Athens. Number 24 for Athens, Belanger.
Not really a bad foul. You force them to set up again. with only 13 and a half seconds left.
The Colts looking for the last shot here of the first quarter. Go. Rebound taken by DiGiacino with .5 on the clock.
Well, that's the worst held ball you'll ever win in your life. Somebody's going to get the arrow going their way, and it's Troy. And so now they don't get to start the second quarter with the ball. This doesn't help you any to get this arrow here.
No.
Just let it go. Now Athens gets to start the second quarter with possession of the ball. And you pretty much have to just tip it to get a shot off here.
Confusion down there is head coach Bill Gerby talking about this.
He wants to make sure. I think he's making sure that
well, the last possession, the last possession arrow went the Colts.
No, that was on the double foul. Then there was the fumble recovery.
Oh, that's right, on the Chet Miller first down there, as we talked about, and that one did go. That's right, did go to the Red Hawks.
So now everything's clear.
So both Bill Gerby and I, how quickly we forget. But as it works out better for him.
I think so.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to get that in there. Almost. Chuck Goss with the shot with .5 and just enough to get it and throw it in.
Maybe. And
that'll end the first quarter of play here at Troy High in the big contest for Troy, the Battle of Troy. Athens 14, the Troy Colts lead at 18-14.
If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
Welcome back to Troy High. Dave Zorn along with Joe Abramson here for the Battle of Troy between Athens and the Troy Colts. There you see Bill Gerby talking to his team as we get ready to start the second quarter.
I think he's got to be happy with the score in that his team did not control the tempo, and they're still in this game. Now you can see they're going to set up right now. They're slowing it down already with this first possession, getting to the offense they want to run. Don't let Troy dictate everything.
He's going to want some more contributing players, though. Howard has led the way with 8 points. And pretty much all the scoring.
Oh,
look at this. Wow.
You know, I was about to say, what is he doing? And what a shot. And
Ashton Guru, and then on the other side.
Freilich, 5 for 5 now.
Freilich with his 10th point.
And that's the first one that wasn't some sort of funky layup.
Colts have been pressuring the first quarter, and they start out the second quarter doing the same. Full court, and the Red Hawks break it.
Yeah, good recognition, though, not to force anything.
Miller, way out. Couldn't hit it. Freilich pushes it quickly. And here's that running game of the Colts. And Miller has nothing left to do but to foul.
Smart foul. Great pass by Freilich to find the open man. Good foul by Miller.
I'm still amazed at that shot by Sebastian Guru back here, but let's take a look at
this is what you're told to do. Don't let that ball get to the rim. Foul him. Make it look like you're going for the ball.
It's a good foul. He got his money's worth on that one.
And don't let the ball get up there where they might get a three-point play. Make Terry Moore
earn it. And Terry Moore will have to earn his 2 points here.
Very good foul now.
Yeah. Turns out it works.
Terry Moore's been getting about 8 points off the bench for these guys a game. So aside from their starters all getting double figures.
He's like your sixth starter out there, sixth man.
He's their Kobe Bryant.
That's right. And it turns out to be a great foul as he misses both from the line, and it stays 20-16. A 4-point lead for the Colts. And the Red Hawks come back now. They're trying to spread it out now. Get some room to work. Loose and picked up by Essien. Essien slows it down now. In the corner, Freilich gives it up to Ellison.
Ooh, foul. I thought
foul underneath.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
It's on Guru.
Yeah, from where we're sitting, you can't tell if it was clean or not. It just looked like a quick foul, but he's even acknowledging it.
There's the foul.
Good fake. Kick to the hole. And, oh, yeah, you got him on the body.
Otherwise, he had all ball after that.
Oh, absolutely.
Sebastian Guru, he had the shot underneath. It was incredible right in front of us here. Throwing it underneath it. I haven't even seen you make one of those.
He's got to do it again, though. That's the key. Anyone can do it once.
First shot missed by Ellison.
I get 5 shots at that, and we only count, I just go with the one that went in.
And he makes a second. 21-16. Colts lead now with 6:38 left here in the second.
It's sort of like all those mulligans we take on the golf course.
That's right.
Just count the good one. Now let's see if they can post somebody up down low. Howard hasn't even tried to post up this quarter, and that's out of bounds. That went over, hit the wire above.
Yeah.
But, early on they were getting Howard down low, posting him up, and he was getting some good shots. Most of them were going in, but even if they weren't, he was getting good looks. And all of a sudden, Troy started to double him, push him out of there, and now they don't even try. They've got him floating outside the three-point line.
Right.
I think you've got to at least get him in there and try to dictate the offense.
He's been all their scoring. They need some help. Look at this. Can't hit. Howard had it, and a foul from behind.
Should be on Freilich.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's on Moore.
Did they get it behind?
Yep, on Moore. From behind. Yeah.
Yep. They were both on him.
Here's Essian's shot. Ball comes right back to Howard.
Yeah, I'm looking at
He'll
Freilich
come down with it.
front.
Here's the foul.
See, I thought when Freilich slapped him, I thought that was his.
Could have been either way. .6:10 left here in the second quarter. Redhawks have the luxury of taking their time bringing it down now as the Colts lay off the press.
Again, this is what they want to do. They want to slow it down a little bit and set things up. And again, Howard's floating outside the three-point line. Get him down low. Get him in the post.
Yeah, that's who they want to hit, and that's what they're trying to do.
And Troy's in the zone. I think they're just not letting him do it.
Howard for three. Front of the rim. Bounces out, and it's going to be Redhawks ball. Goes off of Brian O'Keefe. And O'Keefe didn't agree, but...
Yeah, so, it's hard to even tell if they're in a zone or in a man-to-man because the Athens guys aren't really crisscrossing. They're just kind of staying in their areas. Just got to get this guy down low.
Get it in.
Yeah.
They finally get it in. Siski, turnaround jumper. In and out. Essian had it.
Follow.
And Siski couldn't get it to fall. Now back out to Salmonen.
Well, at least even if they don't score here, this is a good possession because they've gotten good shots and they've stayed after it and gotten rebounds.
Jason Salmonen's pass is picked off. Freilich, another layup. Well, you can't go wrong with high percentage shots, Joe.
6 for 6, 5 of them layups, and
12 points now for Freilich leading the way. 5:10 left here in the second quarter, 23-16. And if Athens doesn't watch it, the Colts could start taking off here in the first quarter, first half, I should say.
Well, they've controlled the tempo. They've got the score kind of high here. And again, Athens, and credit the Troy defense for this, but they've gone away from what worked for them early, and they've got to find a way to counter what Troy's done defensively. Troy reacted to that. Now Athens has to come back with something. At least they are in the bonus, and they get to shoot free throws the rest of the way. All right, now in the second this is the first one. 1-on-1 situation. Watch the players. You're used to them leaving when the ball leaves his hands. Well, now, new high school rule you saw there. You don't leave till it hits the rim.
Ball again off of Brian O'Keefe, and that's a big change.
It changes things. Yeah, you have to be a little. You have to have a real good first step.
It doesn't guarantee if you're the non-shooting team that you're going to get it back.
Yeah, now everybody's in the same boat as the shooter.
There's O'Keefe, and he gets it to fall. So Brian O'Keefe gets his 4th point. It makes it 25-16 now.
I kind of wish he'd have missed that because Drew Ellison got way up. He was going to slam it back.
Got to get something back for the Colts after the Guru shot, and he does a nice job here in getting it off the Colts. Number 54, Chuck Goss.
Yeah, good defense, but a good play by Guru as well. Now he's going to get a rest.
He goes out. Belanger goes in. Belanger guarded by Essian, and that's a good matchup to watch. Two strong football players.
All right, now they've got Howard down low. Get him in the post.
He's open now.
There you are. Oh.
Nice drive. Howard. Got to do something with it.
Well, first of all, they should have thrown it. Yeah, throw it to him when he's open, and then he took the rebound away from his own teammate. And I think he's a little frustrated right now because it looks to me like this is where he's comfortable, is down low. Take a look. He should have kicked it off there. Now he comes under, takes it right away from Pelage. And now you got to go up before Pelage gets a 3-second call. And I think there's a little frustration. He's not getting the ball in what looks to me like his comfort zone.
Yeah. Chuck Goss with his first foul. Howard in and out.
It's a shooting foul. I don't think anybody knew whether it was a 1-and-1 or a 2.
Yeah.
And again, this is confusing because you're so used to seeing, just like in the NBA and college, that when it leaves the shooter's hands, everybody but the shooter can go in the lane. Now everybody waits. This is like CYO. You got to wait until the ball gets to the rim before you can get into the lane for the board.
Howard makes his second, 6 of 8 from the line for Howard.
This doesn't look right. No?
Yeah.
Good pass.
Underneath, nice move, but he couldn't get it to fall. Pelage there picks up the rebound. Here comes the Red Hawks. Slowing it up is Siski.
Let's see if they try to get Howard down low again. He's being guarded pretty well. And you look, you got 2 guys doubling up on him. They're not going to let him get there.
Pelage from outside, puts it in for 2.
Well, if he can hit those, that might force the defense out. That might be what they have to do.
The first field goal we've seen in a while since Guru made that shot underneath the bucket.
Well, here's Athens' chance. They've got...
Yeah, they stopped the Colts.
Yeah, they've got
Howard for 3. Howard hits.
When he did that, I looked at him and said, boy, that better go. And I think he just made a little bit of a mistake. And I actually don't, I'd kind of do the same thing. He kind of looked at the Troy bench after he hit it, and he might even said something. But you're losing. You're still losing by 3, and don't wake these guys up. You've got them in a little bit of a rut. Don't wake them up.
Joe, Athens needed this. The only bucket they got was Belange's before since Guru's shot, and now
I couldn't believe he pulled up.
A big one.
And when he let go, that's why I was starting to say that better go in. And you see there his head turned. He was kind of saying, yeah, I'm back. And he probably is, but boy, don't wake these guys up. You know, you got a little bit of momentum going, just because they're going to get their run, and you know.
His 12 points leads the way for Athens now as they cut it to 3. Next week, we have a doubleheader of sorts. Game 1, Clarkston, the Wolves take on Rochester Adams and the Highlanders Thursday at 8 p.m. Then on Saturday and Monday at 8 p.m., it's the Eagles taking on the Falcons. Yeah, that should be a good one, too. The Falcons beating these Troy Colts. Right. The Eagles always with a great team.
Very young team this year. I think they started a couple of freshmen, but a really well-coached team, and yeah, that'd be a very exciting game out front.
Essien couldn't get it to fall, and a big break. Here come the Red Hawks back here now. And a chance to pull to within 1, or hey,
or
they
tie
could
it
go
up
for 3 and tie it.
You got a hot man, and you can see before how confident he is. Get him the ball.
He said, well, if you can't get me inside, I'm going to take the outside shot. Here's a foul, and it's on O'Keefe. And they are just trying to deny him everything.
Well, and guess what? They're shooting fouls.
Yeah.
And that's something we talked about earlier. They're trying to get the foul situation going. Well, he's got a 1-and-1, and
it's working.
This is the 9th foul. They're shooting 2 the rest of the way. You don't even have to worry about the 1-and-1 after this.
Well, only 1 player has gone to the line for Athens, and that is Howard. And he is 6 of 8.
And actually, I mean, I like his confidence. You know, I kind of said, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. But again, I also said I would do the same thing. I like the confidence as far as looking at, you know, kind of saying, yeah, I'm here. It's just, you know, you want to take advantage of this opportunity while you've got it to maybe even get the lead.
Howard being consistent hits another one.
Kind of reminds you a little bit of Rashad Phillips with the, you know, confidence factor.
Yeah. Rashad doing well out of U of D. Misses the second shot. Ellison with the rebound. 6-0 run over the last 110 for the Red Hawks, and that has pulled them back to 2, within 2 of the Colts. Freilich now, got to get his touchback in and out.
It's his first miss of the night.
A little bit off the glass on that one. Just couldn't get it in as it rolled out.
Gee, he's 6 for 7. Sit him down and talk to him about it. You know.
We couldn't believe it. We're over here checking every shot he makes with Andy Glansman, our statistician, to see is he that hot or what? But again, a lot of good layup shots for him.
And now they've got Goss fronting Howard. They've got Brian O'Keefe behind him, and it's working there. They're just making it very hard to get the ball to him. That's 12 turnovers for Athens. 12 turnovers and a half.
Ouch.
And they're only down 2.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be happy with that one. Here's O'Keefe. Up, won't go in. Good battle under the boards. Essien And a foul underneath.
Another good
Look
foul,
at Essien. He's got blood on that shirt already.
Really?
Talk about a football player. Yeah, look at the front of his shirt. He's got some blood on
supposed to be
there.
out there with that blood, I thought. But this is a good foul because, again, this is an easy layup right here. And good job.
Foul.
Make him earn it at the line. Good job. Yeah, he does. Well, that's that football thing. He's kind of, throwback.
As long as he doesn't do announcing anymore, he can do the JV game.
Yeah, go ahead and do all you want, Jim. Do all the JV games you want, but, you start cutting into our livelihoods.
Essien hits the first, his 5th point of the night.
What, are you going to tell him no? I'm not going to look. He's cute.
He's got them both.
Not a good foul. He makes both free throws.
Yeah, I won't argue with him.
Talk all you want to. Good.
148 underneath. Puts it down. Belanger.
Great court vision. They saw they had the opening there. Belanger took it to the hole. Good execution by the Red Hawks. Chance to tie. I don't know if you want him bringing the ball up, only because it takes so much energy for him to get open that to make him bring the ball up too, you're going to wear him out too soon. Once again, O'Keefe is fronting him and Goss is behind him.
Ball knocked out from behind by Ellison. 1:09 left here in the first half. Miller out in 3-point range, gives it up underneath. Pelage, and he is fouled by Essien.
2-shot foul. Again, he's got a chance to tie the game up.
There's the replay.
Another good foul, though. You don't want to give a guy an easy layup. Make him earn it at the line. Only his first foul.
Pelage makes it. 3 points on the night for him. And now this is the first time anyone other than Howard has gone to the line for Athens. Pelage misses the second. Freilich comes up with it. Under a minute. Freilich. And a steal by Miller. Miller at the layup. Jeff Miller with his first 2 points, and that fires up the Athens crowd.
Oh, look who's winning.
28-27. And to get the big steal against Freilich, too. That'll fire him up.
I don't think Troy knows what happened.
Yeah. Inside, Ellison, in and out. Pelage had it knocked away, and here come the Red Hawks. Howard.
Oh, good move. Good move.
Athens up by 3, 30-27.
Took it down a little bit and let Essien fly by and still laid it in.
Colts 2 quick trips down the court, and it turned around for 4 quick points for Athens. Freilich now will make his move at 5 seconds. Throws it up too high. Tipped in. Ellison tipped it in right before the buzzer, and the Colts do get 2 back to cut it to 1. And the Battle of Troy has turned out to be quite a battle as the Troy Colts trail the Athens Red Hawks. 30-29. Bill Gerby tucks it over.
Yeah, and I think Chet Miller took one in the nose. He's real slow coming off the floor.
I think he was hit as he got the steal. He might have just been hit on the nose.
Yeah, you saw him just walk past Coach Gerby there, and he's a little sore. Halftime, I think it's a welcome thing for him right now, go in there and kind of collect his thoughts.
Well, it's a good one. First half so far. Athens leads it 30-29. We'll be back right after this.
I'm the king.
Of rock and roll?
No coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my market share coupon book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this. $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology.
Call the competition. They'll probably show up with this.
Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more.
The competition can.
Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't.
They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book, and by Bell Tire.
Halftime here at Troy High School, where the Troy Colts trail the Troy Athens Redhawks by 1. The Athens Redhawks took over in the closing minutes of that one. Here we see Tim Freilich, part of his 12 points, leading the way for the Colts. But it was O'Keefe here on the pass inside to Eris Gordon for 2 here.
Yeah, well, Freilich's leading the way, passing and taking to the hole. Here he takes it to the hole. He had a couple of nice moves like this. Getting a good kiss off the glass, and Troy was kind of in control, although they never had any kind of huge lead.
Freilich loses it to Miller towards the end of the first half, and this was a big basket. As you see the score behind him, it put Athens up for the first time in a long time.
And now,
and then
Howard's carried him. Take a look at this move. Bring it down and then kiss it off the glass. And then give him a little something about it afterwards.
Yeah, take a look at the field goal percentages. Very close, 50-48. Free throws, 7 of 13, 4 of 6 for Troy. And Howard has gone to the line 10 times.
Tell you what, if you could take out the turnovers, Athens would be winning, but conversely, Athens is killing them on the glass, which kind of surprises me with the strength that Troy has, but they do counter it with better height.
Here's your scoring leaders at the half. Howard, 15 points. Belanger with 6, and Palage with 3. Freilich leads with 12, and Essien and Ellison with 6.
Now that's
and
6 for 8.
Bill Gurley.
6 for 8, but he was 6 for 6, so he finished in a little bit of a slump, so, got to pick that up now.
Yeah. They're underway here in the second half. Freilich couldn't get it to roll in. Essien couldn't get the rebound.
Man, I was kidding. I didn't mean to jinx the guy.
And things,
3 in a row now.
Things are still going Athens' way here in the early going of the second half. Long way to go, though.
Take it to him. Miller seems to have recovered from that shot in the nose at the end of the half.
Belanger from outside, won't go. Rebound taken by Siski. Puts it up, in and out. Tipped up by Palage and by Howard, and a foul in there reaching in. And it looks like it's going to go on Gordon or Freilich, either one.
Might have been over the back even on the rebound.
Yeah, it is on Freilich.
And take a look here as they all go for it. Freilich's behind them.
Watch,
and right there over the back, got him on the left shoulder. Now Miller guns a triple, can't get it to go. Good putback.
That, Palage now with 5 points, and Athens extends their lead, 32-29.
This would be a pretty big upset if they were able to hold on to this. Even though they have identical records, you can't help but notice the different divisions that they're in.
Yeah, the quality of school, the quality of play by the different schools. You can see the big margin, but boy, when it comes down to this game, Troy against Troy, these guys know each other. Look at this. Rebound strong by Belanger.
Oh, yeah, you know, they play each other now. They played in junior high. They play in the summer. Some of them are probably teammates on the same AAU teams, and if they're not, they're playing against each other. So you could probably split these teams up 4 different ways in the summertime.
Miller inside. Howard, nice pass. Boy, he stuffed that by everybody.
Oh, is that a good move? Great first step.
From outside, 2 for O'Keefe. First 2 points for the Colts here in the second half. They put the pressure on Athens now. That seemed to work in the first half, and it works here as Essien picks up the turnover, and Freilich.
Over the back again, I believe.
Now, Freilich couldn't get that. Now, Freilich has to adjust his game because he hasn't been taking very many outside shots, so he hasn't really had a chance to warm up.
That's right, and I guess it wasn't over the back. It was a reach and foul, but you're right. Yeah, he's got to probably try to spread it out a little bit more, too, and maybe, you know, you don't want to say force it. No, okay, it was on Troy. I'm right. They're just putting pressure on him. It just seemed a little confusing here. It is Athens' ball. That last time down, the Athens guys, they had Belanger open deep, and the pass was short, and Essien picked it off. And now there was some confusion on who that foul was on, and they have clarified it is on Troy.
Athens to inbound. They lead it by 3, 34-31. The pressure put on again by the Colts. And they've gotten some forced turnovers by that. They had 1.12 turnovers, Athens did in the first half. Saw them at halftime. And here the rebound by Essien. Essien pushes it up. Chance to pull within it 1. And the steal by Miller. Chet Miller works it quickly to Howard. Off the glass. Won't go. Rebound. Inside. Taken by Essien. Essien pushed out of bounds.
He stepped out.
Yeah, they're going to call he stepped out.
He's saying he got pushed.
He had 2 people there, and whether he got bumped or not, we'll have to see.
Well,
let's take a look.
It might not matter if the official decides that he stepped on the line beforehand. Now watch this foot. He's out. Yeah, I think that's a good call. That's just one of those things. Good pressure.
Look at this. 2 guys collide, and it's Miller and Freilich. Those 2 guys are going at it.
I think they can call pass interference on this one.
See the flag? Yeah. Bill Gerby holding it.
So
they
get the ball right at that spot.
And first down.
Yeah.
And here they go. Boy, it's turning into a football game between these 2. In fact, that was our last football game this season we did there. Between these 2 schools. We pick up now with 5:07. They're looking for Howard. Nope. Now he's open. And look at this for 3.
Yeah.
Siski with his first points of the game, and he makes them count with a big 3-pointer and gives a big 6-point edge and the biggest lead so far
so I'm laughing
for the Red Hawks.
Siski did the same thing Belanger did in the first half. All right, if you're going to cover this guy so hard down low, we'll just kick him outside.
Essien from the free throw line pulls up and hits.
Good job by Essien. He's taking it to him, and he's the kind of guy, he's got the physical ability. He can probably get himself to the free throw line if he wants to take it inside and get some people in the air.
This is going to go down to the wire tonight. 37-33 right now. Red Hawks lead.
Well, Howard's pointing for them to kick it out to the line. They kick it to him.
They got it?
Yep.
Brian Howard, boy, he is great to watch. Look at him go to work. 39-33. Watch him here. Beats his man. Got to stay between him and the bucket, and that time that didn't happen.
He's really good. I mean, you know, at 6'3", he's going to have to get a more consistent outside jump shot to be able to play in college.
And only a junior.
He's only a junior, so he's probably going to get that opportunity. Yeah, if he can grow a few inches, he's got great forward skills. But,
didn't get it, gets it back though.
Man, he's still so active. Now he got a foul that he's really going to regret.
On Essien.
And going over the back, and he knows he did it.
He knows. But he knows he's in control of this game, too.
Oh, yeah.
39-33. Not a shooting foul. But I'll tell you what, that's his 3rd foul as I look at it now. So that could play a big role going into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, when you watch him, like, as far as forward skills, his drop step to the hole that he did, I'll tell you who used to do that in high school was Chris Webber all the time. Now, that ain't going to work in college at 6'3". It works at 6'9", but still, he's got a lot of talent.
Foul on Chet Miller. His second foul as he was reaching in on Froelich. Moore working on Howard, and Howard was talking to him after that foul that Miller had committed. Howard was talking to Moore.
Well, now Belanger's going to get a foul.
And now foul away from the ball on Belanger.
Yeah, he was denying the post pass, and he reached in.
3 fouls apiece, 3 team fouls. Second foul on Belanger. 3:50 left here in the third quarter. Moore, nice shot, high off the glass, but Howard forced that.
I think Howard blocked it.
Yeah, Howard made that happen. But Moore looked like he could set up for an easy jumper, and it just didn't happen as Moore caught up from behind. Siski now, who hit a big three-pointer, being guarded closely by Moore. Knocked away, stolen by Gordon. Harris Gordon takes it coast to coast, and it goes.
If Athens does lose this game, they're going to look at turnovers and just kill themselves. It's just going to drive them nuts. Oh, and there's another one.
Another one, and that's...
But that is
and you don't want it down on this end of the court.
You know, they're calling timeout because what happened right there is Siski and Chet Miller are both looking at each other, and each one of them saying, "What are you doing?" And I don't think they... I think right now they're going to talk about this. Here's the turnover before.
That was two Colts right there, and Gordon then goes coast to coast with it.
And that's just a bad decision and a bad pass. But the one after that, Miller's not looking at it. He's wondering why the ball's coming there, and Siski's wondering why he wasn't looking.
Here's Bill Gerby.
Hey, we go automatic train when they do that, right? Howard stay behind and go automatic train. All right, let's go, Phil.
3:15 left in the third quarter. 39-35. There you see the run. 23-10 run over the last 8:48, but the turnovers have stung them.
Yeah, they're still only up 4, and you have a 23-10 run. You sure think you'd be up more than that?
Yeah. There you see the score. Only up by 4, and look at this.
Well, you know what?
Froelich cuts it to 1.
He started out 6 for 6, missed his next 4.
So that's an impressive run, but now look what happened.
Yeah, he goes, hey, I haven't made a triple yet, so let's do this.
Froelich with his first
You got
triple.
Howard open.
Belanger. Howard hits it in.
He had Howard on the weak side, and they didn't kick it to him, but he got it anyway on the rebound.
A foul, and it counts. Froelich gets it.
They just back and forth. It's like a duel.
This is going to go right down to the end, folks.
You know what? It's almost, the old... I don't know if you want to say the Bird and Magic, but almost like the Bird Dominique Wilkins rivals. You know, you get one, I get one, and it's getting kind of fun too.
Yeah. 2:47 left in the third. Froelich at the line has a chance to add one more to tie it up. Essien goes out for a breather. Chuck Goss checks in.
I'll tell you what I like about this is this little one-on-one matchup. They're not really guarding each other, but the duel, we're gonna get to see it again next year. They're both juniors.
Froelich misses the front end.
Yep.
And will not get it, or I should say the back end of the three-point play. And
they don't tie it up.
They'll tie it up, still trailing by 1.
Yeah, they tried to go backdoor to Howard. That time they were ready for it.
Siski. Guarded closely by O'Keefe. Siski, baseline and in. Off the glass and in.
But they're giving Troy a defensive problem because they're denying Howard the ball, but they're not recovering quick enough. But if you do come over to get Siski, he just dishes underneath, and Howard gets a layup.
Yeah.
It's what they're doing just isn't working, and Athens is countering it perfectly.
All 5 points for Siski right here in this third quarter. 2 minutes left coming up right here. Gordon, nice fake, goes baseline and in. Nice play, Harris Gordon. Touched the glass, too.
Oh, both teams doing a great job of executing.
Steal, Gordon. Second big steal, but he wanted to do a little too much, but a foul on Siski.
Tough foul.
A lot of control there, but he did get the foul.
Tough foul on Siski because he hit him, and it's one of those I think the ref doesn't want to have to call it, but you're forced to because it would have been a turnover.
There it is, Gordon again with another steal. Big steal here in the third. Kind of sloppy, but Siski did pick it up, and now another foul inside Belanger.
Well, Belanger's he's wondering what that call was. He doesn't know. It's a dead ball foul. I don't know what the rules are on a dead ball foul in high school. If you get
You just pick up another team foul and then get you closer to the free throw line, I guess, for Troy. So
certain levels
there isn't. Yeah,
you get a free throw and the ball.
Yeah, more way over, and Howard right there waiting for it.
Well, so one thing Athens has continued to do is get the rebounds.
And big ones, too, because they still haven't let Troy take the lead. Athens coming back now. Miller.
Good patience.
Nice pass through a lot of traffic to Belanger. Almost got it to go, and he'll go to the line. The foul on Gordon.
You know, and the tough thing for Troy there is that Eris Gordon and Chuck Goss played great defense. They did what they're supposed to do. It's just that the offense is going to get the benefit of that call, and it's a good call, but it's also good defense.
Nope, it'll go to 54, which is good for the Colts. It'll go to Goss because he's the one who went up with it. So Gordon did not get the foul, so there's a breather. He said, hey, thank you.
Goss did get a lot of ball.
Yeah.
And Clint Belanger is saying that's a little, to him, it's probably some justice for the call that he didn't think he should have got on the other end.
Belanger at the line makes his first.
The simple fact is that you, me, and everybody out there and anyone who ever played figures they never committed a foul. So.
Yeah. Belanger now. Chance to make it a 3-point lead. In and out. Strong rebound taken by Goss. O'Keefe. Over to Moore. Moore sees a little bit of room, and they're going to call.
Carried the ball?
Yeah. Well, the carry ball got away from him a little bit. Oh, that's a tough call.
The Allen Iverson move?
Yeah. At that point, now it gives the Redhawks the ball again. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. It's been a good one here in Troy. The Battle of Troy, Redhawks against the Colts. Redhawks have taken the momentum, and they've had it for some time now. For 3 points.
Good box out.
Siski could not hit. Gordon with the rebound. And now pushing it up for the Colts. Rebound taken by the Redhawks. In there is Gokale. Sam Gokale guarding Miller right now.
Well, he's in there because there's a minute left, and
might as well.
He can afford.
He can kill it with the minute.
Let him commit a foul.
Siski working on O'Keefe. Miller, he's waiting. Oh, they go in for Balazs. I thought they were going to hold off, and they went in earlier. And now they push it up quickly. O'Keefe sets up. Won't go. Knocked out by.
Oh, he bought that call.
He sure did. Gordon knew what he was doing. He's the one who had knocked it out.
Look at the official.
Here.
The official knows the official knows what just happened, I think.
Is that ball? Gordon, you said it, Joe.
Man.
He bought that one. He did a good job.
I'm going to change his name to Johnny Cochran.
And that'll end it.
I don't know how he pulled that off.
That'll end it here at Troy High.
He just said, that's the way it is, and the ref said, okay.
Troy Colts are stunned right now. They trail by 2, and they thought it might be a little bit easier than this. Redhawks lead it 44-42 on what you could call a big upset.
So far.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
It's the way you inspire. It's the way you grow. It's the way you lead. It's the way you play. It's the way you work. It's the way you discover. TCI. It's the way you learn.
Welcome back to Troy High School. Dave Zorin along with Joe Abramson to bring you this fourth and final quarter and what has been a tremendous game so far, as Athens is really, I think they've stunned the Colts. I don't think the Colts expected this.
I didn't either, only because, again, Troy just lost a game now. Usually when you're as good as they are, you come out of a loss, and you're playing your city rival. you'd kill them because you just had a bad loss.
Well, especially the balanced team the Colts have.
Oh, yeah.
5 players out there.
And
nothing taking away from the Athens players, but the Athens players have really gotten up to this game and have really come through. Chet Miller drives and tried to dish at the last second, and Gordon was there to deflect it, and the steal. Here are the rebounds, 32-15, and that tells a lot of the story. That makes up for some of the turnovers, really.
All of a sudden, there's some serious pressure being applied by that Athens team on defense.
There you see the turnover. 17-8.
Yeah, take away those turnovers, it's a whole other story. But now you've got to, I think if you're Athens, you've got to go to your main man. Get the ball to Howard and letting him lead the way.
Now Athens spreads it out.
Troy's trying to deny that. You see how far they're taking that defense out.
Palage inside, Howard working against Essie, and look at this.
I'll tell you what, I'm sitting there all game trying to figure out who it is he reminds me of. And I actually said the guy's name a little while ago. Oh, nice throw.
O'Keefe with a 3 here in the 4th quarter, cuts it to 1.
But Howard obviously can't do the dunking stuff, but he's got the offensive moves, I think, of Dominique Wilkins. The drop step, little finger rolls and all that. And it's working really well.
There's some big company you're naming him with.
I mean,
quite a compliment.
That's the style.
Yeah, that's the style.
The drop step and all that stuff and the little finger rolls. Now, if he could dunk like Dominique, that'd be impressive.
Bill Gerby calling to his team. 6:28 left here in the 4th quarter and a timeout called. We haven't seen too many timeouts here, Joe. It's been a pretty good, well-played game.
You know what it is, too? It's such a close game. I think both coaches want to save them for now. It's the 4th quarter, and you don't want to run out of them in the
You're
first
right.
half.
They're going to need them. 46-45 the score. We're going to head down to the Troy huddle here to see if we can pick up any strategy from Gary Freilich.
Up the line. Hey, we're helping each other out. Offensively. Hey, I need him to hear me. I need him to hear me. Now, we're in a 5. Now, on offense, we're pushing the ball up the floor. But if we don't have anything, we'll kick it out and run our offense. Good man to me. All right, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
He still wants to control the tempo, push it up the floor.
In that 3rd quarter, the Athens Redhawks outscored the Troy Colts 14-13. So only 1 point, and the play became very even at that point, and you could see it happening.
Yeah, this is, we talked to the Troy schools AD beforehand, Jim Feldkamp. He's in charge of both these teams, and he said, hey, it's the city rivalry and the old throughout the records and all that stuff. But yeah, one game, either team can win, and Athens is doing their part in making this a great game.
Here come the Colts. They can take the lead here for the first time in a long time. And they try a 3, won't do it. Ellison, good hustle to get it, and he gets fouled by Siski.
Not the foul you want, especially because it's going to put him at the line shooting the 1-and-1.
Ellison goes to the line. He is 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
There's a chance to tie it, maybe even take the lead if you can make 2. And that's Siski's 3rd.
So Siski with 3, Howard with 3. Athens has to be careful of the fouls. In and out here, Ellison could not hit, and it's been elusive either to tie or to take the lead. The Colts have not been able to do it. Redhawks have hung in there.
I'll tell you that whichever team loses this game is going to watch film and look at a lot of missed opportunities, either way.
Siski couldn't get it to fall, and a foul underneath.
It's staying that way, and Athens is shooting a 1-and-1 as well.
Let's take a look. Here's Siski with the shot. Off balance. And there's Freilich reaching in. And Tim Freilich picks up his 4th foul.
He's got to...
Saw the foul on the replay.
He's got to sit, and that's a tough thing. He's the leader of your team, and this is only the 2nd time he's sat out this game. I don't think Gary Freilich can sit him down too long. They're going to sit him as long as they can and keep it within probably 5 points. Then he doesn't have to go in. But if it gets out of hand, he's got to go in and he's got to risk fouling out.
Jason Salmonen makes both.
I'll tell you what it does, too, if you're Athens now. When Tim Freilich does get back in, you're going to take chances stepping in front of him driving, trying to, you want to say sucker a call, but that kind of is the term. You want to sucker an offensive foul out of the guy. And if you can just catch the ref, and we've seen it tonight, you catch him just out of the corner of their eye, you might get that call.
Here we go, 5:40 left in the Colts with the ball. Trying to get at least one to within one. Shot blocked by Pelage. Rebound, Belange. Up ahead, Siski to Pelage.
He is 6'6".
5-point lead for the Red Hawks.
You know, I figured with all the strength that Troy had that they could just kill him on the board.
A steal.
Oh, look at this.
Siski has Howard. He goes all the way himself. Should have gone to Howard. He was open on the backside. Could have passed it around the back.
Yeah, O'Keefe had the angle cut a little bit, but yeah, probably would have been better to have done that.
He could have gone either way. Now a foul, a basket, no. Count it?
No,
Let's see, no.
But Pelage is saying offensive foul. He's saying, hey, I was still, and you know, you're not going to argue too long about it.
Here's Ellison.
And I thought Troy, boy, he had good position. I think if Pelage flops, if you go flying like a Rodman or Lambier or something like that, you might get the call. But you've got to go flying. You've got to sell the call. You need that, you know, like Gordon did earlier. You need that Johnny Cochran persuasion.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I thought Troy would really have an edge on the board, just because I always think that height's a little overrated if you've got the muscle to back it, and you've got guys like, especially Essien, who's not only strong, but we've seen him in the dunk contest. He can leap. But the height of Athens and the positioning, they just box out and they keep the ball active. They tap it around a lot. They've done a great job on the boards, and they've dominated them on the boards.
Ellison makes one, and it's 50-46. Whistle.
Ooh, hand check foul.
Is that on Ellison?
Yeah, hand check foul. Way up top.
Yep, Ellison with Howard, and that's his fourth. And now both teams are getting close to getting into foul trouble. Yep.
That's not a good foul.
Troy is in worse shape than Athens, really.
Yeah,
You've got Freilich and Ellison out, two of the starters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's just no way around that. That's not a good foul to commit up there. He's 3 feet beyond the three-point line. He can't score on you up there.
Here's Howard. What a workhorse he's been. 23 points, 11 boards, and you see he makes that one.
And I think he's having a real good time.
Oh, yeah, he's enjoying this one. If Athens can defeat crosstown rival in a bigger division, that's something to brag about, as Howard makes them both, and it's 52-46. The biggest lead that they've had has been 6 points, and that's where it's at.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to be the next team on Troy's schedule.
Moore. Oh, gets it. Nothing but net.
But I think we're both writing these guys off a little too quick. I don't know. They keep coming back. Every time.
Well, it's not over. We got 4:15 left.
Every time Athens has a chance to really blow it wide open, Troy answers.
Like I said, it's going to go right down to the end. Yep. Knocked away by O'Keefe, and they get the rebound by Gordon. They push it up quickly right here at our table. And the monitor almost flew in your lap there, Joe. But
yeah,
hey,
I was ready.
That's part of the battle.
Well, that probably busted the telestrator, and I won't be able to use it.
4 minutes exactly left in this one. Howard with it. So there goes your telestrator for the year.
Man. What am I going to do now?
Well, you'll have to get Pat Collar to work on it for you.
Got to get that thing fixed.
Whistle. On 22, Mark Beams.
Again, every foul you're shooting, and both teams, well, this will move Troy up to 9, so after this one, Athens gets 2. No more 1-1 after this time.
Beams first.
Again, and now
he comes out. Freilich is in.
Your coach, Gary Freilich, you've got to be careful. You're already at that point where you make offense-defense substitutions, and you put a guy like a Beams or some of the other guys who haven't played a lot and let them commit the fouls. And let them play the defense and take the risk of committing the fouls. They're not in there. You're not fouling intentionally yet. But you don't want Tim Fraley to have to guard Brian Howard or somebody like that. You got a yellow card.
Yellow card.
Is it like soccer?
Soccer, yeah, I thought you were going to say.
What happens then?
I don't know, but whatever he's doing, it's working. Howard gets it down.
I think they get a free kick.
Howard is 4 of 4 here in the fourth quarter from the line, and those are big points. 54-48 the score.
Oh,
Moore.
Good move.
In the paint, dishes to Essien, who's fouled and will go to the line.
That's beautiful. That's the play of the day by both those guys. Great dribble to the hole, great dish up, and then Essien, great body control. Take a look at this.
Moore picks up his intensity here.
Oh, man. Dribbles, brings the defense out. Essien comes underneath, uses his strength. You're not going to knock him off. Gets it to go and the foul.
That's strength against strength there. Pelage taller than Essien.
Yeah, well, you can jump as high as he can.
That's some big power there going against each other.
Yeah.
Cut it to 3. Won't get it. Troy Colt's free throw shooting. Gonna have to be looked at after this one.
I say, still you get them to that. Now both teams are shooting 2 shots the rest of the way, but if you can't make them, what good does it do you?
3:20 counting. You see the clock. Howard working the perimeter. Siski wants him to come out. Siski wants to drive that baseline again. He's been doing that. Here's Howard. Throws it up, and look at the follow-up of Belanger.
That wasn't a pass.
No. It was not a pass, but hey, he was there. Essien.
Way to buy a foul. Good job. Good job. And the Athens guys can't believe it.
Yeah.
And absolutely, Jim Essien went up with the idea of going to the free throw line.
Let's take a look.
But he's leaning back. You can't come leaning back like that. He did 2 things. He got himself to the line shooting 2, and he got the biggest guy on the floor to get his 4th foul.
Yeah, that's 4 now. Even bigger, 4 on Pelage, and now their big guy's in trouble.
And Athens,
timeout called by Athens.
I bet you money right now they're going to talk to Pelage and explain to him, you got 4. Don't block a shot unless you're sure you're going to block it, and don't go over anyone's back for any rebounds the rest of the night.
Yeah, and he knows it too. Pelage.
Don't take any charges.
Yeah.
Just, it hasn't twice in a row. It hasn't worked. Stop it.
Let's go down to the Athens huddle.
Too crazy now. All right, stay under control. Offensively, you guys can keep interchanging, right? Yeah. Take it down to that corner. Now, if you're not covered, stay in the corner. Run triangle. It's there, right? You understand? Hey, triangle is there. It's what I say. If you read into the corner, it's there. If you read into the corner, it's there. Don't bring it back triangle. Bring it back out. We're going straight right. What do you guys do? Straight right. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Right here. Don't give up.
Game 1, Clarkston Wolves against Adams Highlanders, Thursday at 8 p.m. Game 2 will be on Saturday and Monday at 8 p.m. It'll be the Eagles against the Falcons. That should be a good one, too.
Clarkston, they've got the front-running favorite for the Mr. Basketball Award in Dane Fife, although you can ask Peyton Manning what being the front-runner means sometimes, but I think Dane Fife's got a better shot at winning Mr. Basketball than Manning had at the Heisman.
Essien 2 of 3 from the line. Ooh.
Gotta make. I'm wondering, really haven't paid enough attention to the way they set up that offense on Athens when he's talking triangle. I don't know if it's that Tex Winter Chicago Bulls triangle offense. There's a lot of post passing. I don't think that's that.
Well, Howard could be the Michael Jordan, if you will.
Yeah,
Pelage with the rebound, took it strong. Siski now gives it up to Howard.
See, that's the Scottie Pippen roll now. He's not bringing it up the floor. You notice he wasn't bringing it up in the first half very much, but now, you use his energy because there's only 2.5 minutes left. There it is.
Oh, he missed the easy one. And the Colts come down with it. Colts have had their chances at the free throw line to cut it closer. 4 misses here. Essien goes up strong.
Well, this is what I thought he was going to do all night in terms of getting rebounds and stuff, but now that Pelage has 4 fouls, I think
he's working him. Yeah.
Yeah, because Pelage can't foul out. They can't have him do that right now, and Essien's going to have free reign under there.
Here's more. His shot is short, but look at Essien come up strong with this.
Pelage is actually backing off the ball.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard to avoid people. And even there. And Essien.
That's right.
Essien's trying to make contact. Hit me. Please hit me. Coming a chess game down there.
Yeah. In the corner. Miller for 3. He's got it. You smell upset. It's getting close. 59-52 with 1:55 left. Here's Freilich going to work. He comes back with 2.
I'm surprised. Pelage actually gave a little effort on the block there, and I think if you're Bill Gerby, you'd say, give him the layup.
It's a 5-point game. 140. Colts have to do something. Time is not on their side. Here's a foul on the Colts.
O'Keefe thinks he has a clean one. He thought he had a clean one. And I think Gary Freilich thought it was clean too. Let's see if we can look at that again. Watch right here. Gonna reach in. Push him with the left hand.
Yep, he got him.
Yeah, he got the ball clean, but he pushed with the left hand. And again, it's a 2-shot foul now that they've got 10 fouls. And you're also, we always talk about possessions. It's a 5-point lead. Make both, it's a 3-possession game. Make one, it's 2 triples. You're already at that point where you start thinking that way, and I'm sure that's what Gary Freilich's going to talk to his guys about. Take the open 3 if you can, but don't force it. Take the layups if it's there.
Let's go down to the Colts.
These guys are going to penetrate or shoot the outside shot. You two are going to get the rebound. We're going to run 3 out, 2 in. All right? That's fine. Take. Guys, you got to believe. Okay? 3 out, 2 in. You guys are down on the line. Now, listen. After you score, you're going 55. All right, we're going to try to get a steal. We don't need to foul right away. We're trying to get a steal out here. If they turn their back, you can double. All right, let's go to work now. Come on. Go, we got to kill these guys.
Gary Freilich's team early on was able to get a lot of steals and a lot of turnovers with that pressure, and now they need it more than ever.
Well, and you can tell that they've scouted this team real well, because he's even saying stuff about if they turn their backs, we double. It's almost like a football thing where there's keys to look for. And you can see him too. If the shot's there outside, take it. If not, we drive. And see.
Take a look at this. Howard 10 of 15 from the free throw line. The Colts 5 of 14. That's another telling tale here. The Colts really have not been hitting their free throws. If they've just hit half of them, it would be a tie game right now.
Well, like I said, whichever team loses is going to look at some missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Because if Athens loses, they're going to look at turnovers and say, you know, they should have been up 15 right now without turnovers. Troy's saying if we make our free throws, we're winning. If we get rebounds, we're winning. Either way, somebody's going to have something to work on tomorrow practice.
Siski gets his second to fall, and it's 54-60 in a 6-point game with 1:33 left. Freilich trying to drive, does, off the glass, no. Rebound strong by Gordon. Pelage took it away, and Essien took it from him. Essien underneath, and a foul.
Now you got to just make sure if you're Athens that it wasn't Pelage they called it on, and it's not.
Let's take a look. Boy, we got everybody getting in on this. Here, Pelage, and then Gordon took it, and then Pelage will take it away from him with Howard working behind, and then Essien took it from him, and he picks up the foul right there.
I'll tell you, if Troy...
Ooh, it could have been on any one of those key players.
Oh, if Troy would have just crashed the boards like this all night, like they've done in the last minute and a half.
Essien makes the first. The foul is on Howard, his 4th personal, and it is a big foul.
They're either going to give him his 4th or you're going to foul Pelage out. So I think that's probably the better way to go right now is keep all your guys out there.
5-point game again, 60-55.
And again, you know, now you've got it in his hands. Now you don't have to worry about saving his energy for another quarter. Keep it in your best player's hands. Let him go to the free throw line if you can.
Howard, all the way to the hoop.
Or just take the easy layup.
Yeah.
Come up big. Every important play that had to be made, he's made it.
He's 4 of 4 from the line tonight in the 4th quarter. Those are big free throws he's made. Pelage with the rebound after O'Keefe's miss. And now Howard working on more. You don't want to foul Howard, and they do.
Well, another thing I want to give him a lot of credit for is if you want to look back to the turning point in this game, Howard hit a 3 right in front of us in the first half. He turned at that bench, at the Troy bench, and gave him something. And it could have done one of two things. Could have really ticked off Troy, or it could have fired himself up. It fired him up, and he went on to have a tremendous game. And give him a lot of credit, because if you're going to do that, you better back it up, and he backed it up the rest of the way.
Sure has. Here he goes to the line. Again, he's 4-4 here in the fourth quarter. On the line, makes another. It's his 30th point unofficially. 31. Makes them both.
Now you hear the chant coming from the Athens faithful.
For 3.
And Tim Fralick responds real quick.
A big 3. With 38.8 now, these seconds, every little second counts.
This is
for
why,
Colts.
Again, this is why there weren't a lot of timeouts called early in the game. But it's a close game. Now Tim Fralick, this is just a mano-a-mano duel between the best player on each team, hitting big shot after big shot. Real quick timeout. That's all I think Troy wanted to do was stop the clock. Remember, well, doing something in close games, it's not like the NBA or college. The clock keeps running during the inbound, so every time he makes a shot, you got 5 seconds to inbound, and you can let the clock run out after a while. And Troy now 6 of 16 at the line. Brian Howard 12 of 17 at the free throw line, all by himself.
Howard
get it in.
Calls a timeout. Smart move, as he didn't want to give the ball up to the Colts with 38.8 and could not inbound. So they need to come in with a better inbound play and a smart play to call the timeout there.
And Tim Fralick, obviously a good three-point shooter, and it is only a two-possession game with a differential of 6.
Athens calls a timeout. Let's go down to Bill Gerby.
You're here. I want to snap. I want Miller first. Troy first. I don't want to take a chance of foul. Just go and come back. Now, you go and come back. Now, first guy, split him, you leave, and go. Get open. You're second. Siskins first. Get open. Second, babe. Right here, babe. You're second. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll tell you one thing. Troy High School in all their sports always has some of the best fans, and their fans are real good tonight. Those Athens fans have been loud, and they're just getting louder and louder. And as good as the Troy fans are, it's Athens gym right now. I don't care what school we're located at. This is their gym right now.
You can see him in the back, in the far background of that last shot. Siski is fouled by O'Keefe immediately. So that is what Troy has to do. If they're going to foul right away and get that clock back in your hands.
And foul somebody other than number 32.
Yeah.
If you can. If you can.
O'Keefe could give up a foul. I think he's up to 4 right now. So that's about it for him. Yeah, that's his 4th foul. So that's it.
You're
Can't
almost
give up anymore.
Well, you're almost to the point now where if you have to, you have to.
Yeah, see, that's the Troy side. On the other side is the Athens side, and they are just going nuts here. Yeah. Look at the difference.
Yeah, well, look at the score.
And that's our super fan. That's the #1 fan that we've seen at the football games. He's out there.
He's everywhere.
Siski hits a big one from the line.
Very happy Athens bench. And that first free throw was a lot more important than this one. You want everything you can get, and he does. But again, 7 points, 8 points, you keep it to that 3-possession difference.
Fralick way outside, can't hit it. Rebound, Howard.
Well, he's gotten rebounds.
Fralick fouls him.
And
that'll do it.
Like again, you have to. You can't wait for someone else to
That's
commit
right.
the foul.
You got to do it with 27.6 left. He had no choice but to foul to save that clock.
Now, again, it looks like it should end up a Athens victory. As far as each team's lead goes, the game doesn't mean anything. This doesn't help Athens win Division III, and it won't affect Troy winning Division I. Troy's still going to have to contend with Clarkston. Athens probably now is the front runner just because there's going to be an intimidation factor against the rest of their opponents.
But around the city,
there's a lot of
and
talk.
in their minds.
Well, the city championship, yeah, exactly. There's a city title to be an unofficial city title that, believe me, there's a lot more talking going on all summer about. And if any of these guys run into each other over the weekend, they're going to hear about it too.
33 points unofficially on the night for Brian Howard. And 33 of the 68 points. In and out.
Oh, and he's getting almost another rebound.
Moore gives it up. O'Keefe for three. O'Keefe can't hit it. Essien goes back out for three. Essien throws up a three. Won't go. Rebound. Taken by Pelage. There's Belanger up ahead to Siski. They're just going to run the clock out now. The foul by Moore, and it's just about over.
It's over. It's over, and listen to the crowd.
Right now, yeah.
Who picks these games for us?
1.8 seconds away from a stunning upset here at Troy High. The Athens Redhawks and Bill Gerby's team have done a tremendous job in shutting down quite an offensive team.
We got to be honest, we never saw either of these teams, but we knew which division they were in, and there was a little fear factor that there was going to be a 20-point, 30-point blowout that, oh man, we're going to be calling a really boring game.
But again, Pat Collar, our
he knows
producer,
we defer to him.
Who analyzes the schedule before the season.
Feeds all those numbers into the computer.
That's right. And has come up with a good one. Chris Siski at the line will wrap it up here for Athens. 68-58, and the biggest lead right now that they've had.
I think it's the biggest lead either team had.
Yeah, oh yeah. At one point, there was a 6-point stretch that they had, but then now it's gone out to the 10-point lead, and that's the biggest that either team has had.
Remember, early in the first quarter, it looked like Troy was sneaking out.
Yeah.
They were sneaking out early, and they couldn't get rebounds. And Athens was turning it over. They were falling to the pressure.
And we even wondered, will Troy run away with it here in the second quarter? But you said that three-point shot, that was the turning point. You're right.
And
that was a message.
Not just the shot, the reaction he had after it. It's like he said, all right, I'm the man out here today. And he was.
Siski himself 4 of 5 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter.
And again, you hear that chant because Troy was ranked about 4th or 5th in Oakland County.
5 of 6, and that'll do it. The Redhawks defeat the Troy Colts, and Bill Gerby's team celebrates on the court. The Battle of Troy has been won by the Redhawks.
Boy, it looks like they did win the city championship tonight. Look at them out there. This is huge.
A tremendous victory for the Redhawks as they come up big against the Troy Colts. We talked about the balanced lineup that the Troy Colts have, but Athens did it with that man right there, riding on the shoulders of Brian Howard and his 33 points. Bill Gerby had set up this team for victory. He had them well coached, disciplined. They knew their job, and they did it well.
And he told us before, and we said, what do you run for him? What do you set up for Howard? He goes, anything he wants. And I thought, you're kidding. And he's not kidding, and I can see why. You just put it in his hands and let him take care of things.
There he is, Brian Howard. You had to pick a player of the game. That's the guy right there, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
And,
look at him out.
Man.
Well, on the other side, Essien. But, hey, a lot of kids want to be like Mike. Right now, they want to be like Brian.
Like I say, right now, I don't care what the name on the school outside is. This is Athens gym right now.
Big victory for the Athens Redhawks and an upset victory, 70-58 over the Troy Colts here in Troy Colt country. And that is tough to do.
Yeah. And it's Brian Howard doing it
Brian
all.
Howard. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Oakland Press Perspective with Neil Monroe is an informative talk show that discusses issues often overlooked by broadcast stations. Neil Monroe, the editor of the Oakland Press newspaper, will keep you abreast on hot topics, events, and issues taking place in Oakland County. So for news you can use, join Neil Monroe every week on the Oakland Press Perspective, Friday night at 8:30 on TCI 63. If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
Welcome back to Troy High School, where the Troy Athens Redhawks have upset the Troy Colts 70-58 here at Troy High School. And the Battle of Troy goes to the Redhawks, and a tremendous victory for the Redhawks. They were pretty much in control of this game, really, in the second half.
Yeah, in the second half, it was a real close game in the first half. And like we even said in the first quarter, we thought Troy was going to pull away. And turnovers were why Troy, we thought, was going to come away with it. They were forcing turnovers. Athens was committing them, but they were on 17 turnovers for quite a while. I don't think they turned it over at all in the fourth quarter.
And then look at the rebounds. Look at how many times they got the ball back.
Rebounds and free throws. They were just more aggressive inside. They owned the paint. And I thought it would be the other way because of the strength.
With Essien.
But Athens, yeah, they had the height, but they were stronger than we thought. And Pelage and all those guys did a great job. And Howard, who knew how good this guy was?
And Freilich started out hot. He was just cutting through the zone there of the Athens Redhawks with 12 points in that first half, and easy layups he was getting. It looked like they were on their way to an easy victory, but Athens hung in there strong, tightened up their defensive belts, and came up big.
Yeah, they were definitely the better team tonight, and you can see Howard was the best player on the floor.
Riding on the shoulders of Brian Howard, the Athens Redhawks came up with the victory. 33 points. He came up with 12 of those in the fourth quarter when they needed him. And a big fourth quarter as we'll look in the future here in just a second here. Siski with 10 points, Belanger with 9 for Athens. For Troy, it was Freilich, 22 points, 10 of 17 from the floor. And Essien, 13 points, and O'Keefe with 8. Respectively.
And Essien did a good job on the boards, and he made some big plays in the fourth quarter. When they tried to get back in, it even cut it to 4 a couple times. Just Athens was a little too much for them. You see, they own that fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can see how close it was in the first half with the first 2 quarters. And then in the third quarter, very tight, 14-13. But in the second half, mainly that fourth quarter, you can see where they blew it open, 26-16 winning that quarter.
Yeah, and to be fair, they did win by 12. Now, realistically, it's probably a 6 or a 7-point victory because there were some foul shots at the end, and desperation threes that didn't go, but still, Athens beat them, and they flat out beat them.
They sure did, and a big feather in their cap in this season, beating the Troy Colts. Next week, another good matchup, the Clarkston Wolves and the Rochester Adams Highlanders. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. And then the Ferndale Eagles and the Rochester Falcons. That'll be Saturday and Monday at 8 p.m. That'll be the game, too. So a big week coming up for us. Hope you'll tune in for those games, and hopefully they'll be just as good as this one. The final score, the Troy Athens Redhawks 70 and the Troy Colts 58. For Joe Abramson, Andy Glansman, our statistician, and our entire TCI crew, I'm Dave Zorin. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.